There you go. Well, sadly, it's not like full height. I think, yeah. Wait, what did you turn white? Oh, I pressed reload. Well, I shouldn't have done that. Let's fix this again. Because... Wait, did I... Yes. This one is the actual one I should do first. Because, as I said, it's not like... I can't make it cover the full height. Because there's no way to remove... the bar. So I guess it's being like this then. Why didn't I remove the top? What's going on here? There's a tiny... Oh, it's taller than I expected it to be. There, no, it's gone. It's going to annoy me otherwise. Doesn't matter, it doesn't change anything, but... Now... Yeah, no idea how wide it is. Something like that. Anyway. So, there we go. Camera. Yes, I love the cameras. Well then. I guess we'll take a look and then see how many people decides to show up while we're looking. Should I set the category to special event? I mean, it's not really a special event, is it? Why is this emote so tiny? Anyway, this is the 2024. According to the Twitch chat. I don't know what they mean by that. Oh yeah. Regardless if you streamed, watched, chatted, or well, watched, lurked, I guess it would be. 2004 on Twitch wouldn't have the same without you. Well, would barely be a difference, but okay. Time to summarize. Let's ignore the stupid comments. They're not even funny in the first place. This is Pun Pun the Bun Bun. I hope you came to the correct channel. Early, so early. It's just 1 hour early. Not very early. We're looking at the summarizing. I wish it's very, very summarized. You don't get much details here. We can look at more details later. So, for example, I've been streaming for 1,259 hours. That's a lot of hours. Speaking of rare, I'm not sure who spoke about rare. How much actually streamed time? Like, oh, well, it's 1,259 hours. But if we take that divided by 24, we get 52.5 days of constant streaming. That's a lot of time. Is my internet already failing? No, there we go. Everything is huge here, so I mean they could definitely have added some more information. And I've streamed on 283 different days. Now, due to a lot of network issues, I have to restart a bunch of streams. Therefore, this says 456, but that's kind of irrelevant because it doesn't really count. This is the actual number for the individual days and the individual streams. And this is the number of hours people have there we go, watched it. That's the word, right? Well, yeah, all the time you all have watched me together. Or even use Pun Pun and Warhack spreading sweetness and joy. Thank you. But do you know what that means? That you take this number, 11,773, divided by 1,059, and then you get the average viewership across the year, which is 9 viewers. Be back in a bit. Oh, okay. Orimin is gone. The mod is gone. Let's what would you do when the mod is gone? Okay. Dog. Yes, let's post a bunch of emotes because it's already counting for the next year. Oops, that was some smirkies. There. I heard that. So now use this. So the one thing I should probably specify is which time range it is within. Oh, it's not doing it. Anyway, so if I go to Twitter, I don't think, I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch did not answer my comment, because I asked them more specifically which time frame they're counting, because I know they have specified it's the 2nd of December. No, the 6th of December last year. 2nd or 6th. It's the 2nd or 6th December from last year to this year. But my question was basically, do you count it from midnight UTC? I actually got one update. I wonder what that update is. Nope, it was some... No, I did not actually get them. So, okay, I have not received a notification. That means that Twitch did not answer my question. Where is the answers? There we go. I can find my question. There it is. 730 watched. Okay, but yeah. So it's from the 6th of December last year to the 2nd of December this year. But whichever midnight they're counting from. And is it including the last day or not? Because that would change things. Anyway. So that is 3... Wait, how many days is that? 3... So there was 366 days. Right. Minus 4 days. Oh, plus 1 day. So I would say 363 days. As we continue this. It's covered 363 days, I think. Let's continue then. The top categories of this year. I did a lot of art. This link just goes to the art category on Twitch. I did, and then it says Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. As like a top 10%. In what way do they mean that? Like watched time? to be fair, I did play the game quite a lot. Because Celeste was a game I did play many streams until it was abandoned. Euro Truck Simulator 2, I don't feel like I did play that much. Pokemon Red and Blue. It's specifically Blue, because they didn't have them separate, which is fine. Which is fair. They could put a 6th here, but they decided not to. They'd rather have a random picture. But is that really at the top? It always feels like these are the latest ones. I don't know. And the most watches on one stream was 95, because I got a raid of like 90 people. No, wasn't it higher? No, yeah. Yeah, because I got a higher one, but that was after this range they're looking between. So next year it will say like 230 something. Which is my current record. Actually, why don't we take a look at that? Oh look, Pompon is streaming. Yeah, 230 maximum watchers. It has happened on the 4th. And when did I say this was within? Yeah, until the 2nd. So that happened 2 days after the range they're looking within. So they have to. Well, they don't have to, but hopefully they do change from the 3rd of December for next year. So they don't leave that out. Another dog. Wow! And the top tags, I don't exactly know what they're basing this. There's a lot of... I wish they you told. They don't need to go into detail, but like, what do they base this on? I mean, I could go and check my actual statistics and see what this actually reflects. And that's and I said, and that's a thing I could do as well. Go and check the there. My Twitch stats. Wait, this doesn't show. Oh wait, this one. I wonder if I have to. Why can't I just remember what I set it to? That would be convenient. Let's see. If I check tags. So this one says furry with an English. If I check the one that has provided me with the most viewers, as they call it, viewers, the top ones is furry, transgender, and PNG tuber. Do I still have transgender as my tag? No, I had transwoman instead. That like swapped out. So it's not the tags I currently have active, because currently I have trans woman is like 5th place. Sweden is 4th place, and the 2nd place of those that I'm actually using at the moment. The trans woman is before English. So it must be impressions. I'm not really sure what the difference is. But it's not impressions either, because in impressions furry is top. Maybe I should show this. So yeah. So if I check for viewers, it's furry, transgender, PNG tuber. But yeah, I mean, yeah, transgender is not a tag I'm using anymore. So that would be furry, PNG tuber in Sweden, and that would be the transgender gets more hits than trans woman, but so that would be still PNG. They just filter out PNG tuber, like nah, that's not a funny tag. We'll ignore that. But bunny is higher. than English. And if you take impression instead, it's very Sweden. Well, skip that one. LGBT is a tag I'm using currently, and then that would be the top 3 I'm using at the moment. But then you got PNG and bunny and trans woman and rabbit, and then you get English. I'm not really sure what they're basing the stats on. An average of both. Hello, I'm Kayla. Do you need PNG tuber? Well, yeah, no, I guess I don't need it. But I'm planning on switching over to a still model in the future when I get the opportunity to. In that case, I would remove it. I mean, I don't think it hurts having it. Because I have like, some people have shown up and like, your picture is frozen. Yeah. It's going to be moving when I go streaming. Fake. Hello, fake core. Well, unless you're referring to fake pair. But anyway, moving on to 94,300. Not sure why I'm selecting separately. 362 individual messages that have been sent on my stream, which I assume includes spam messages too. I don't get that many spam messages. But probably not messages that are getting blocked before they're sent. Don't know. Not really necessary, because those are probably just a tiny fraction of the messages I get. But here we get the... I already shown this one on stream though. But I don't like how they're not formatting this nicely. Just put a break here, is line break here. The most used emotes on my stream, which it says channel emotes, so I assume it would be only my emotes, and wouldn't be like if you're using... Not that I think anyone else has an opportunity to show up here, but imagine Fancore's emotes like showing up on 5th place or something. But I assume this is out of my emotes, but no other emotes probably getting the opportunity to show up. Maybe a global emote. So the top one has been 10,878, and as we figured out, like, Orimians is responsible for 89% of the usage. Then it's cheer, then giggle, because he'd sure love to giggle at me. Then the hue hype and shake hype, which probably like 95% of Orimian who uses these. I need proper animated ones. Because those are just basic ones. So maybe we should do that now in December. And let's come up with some... Okay, so if we go back here. Well, who was that? White cat. But so when it comes here, I do, yeah, I filled out the with those. Okay. No, Orion is not here. Yes. So anyway, these are the proper animated ones I got, and now I got my dress back. And then I just filled out the other 6 emote slots I have, the animated emote slots with these. But it would require me to actually make 6 more animated ones, but I do want to make 6 more animated ones. So, but that's for the future. But here, now we're going to play some favorites here. Cute one. I have no idea what it bases these stats on. This is random, by the way, because this order has changed since the last I looked at it. Sure. I think it changed. The only thing that's... Because I posted one... So many people have posted... Oh, there we go. Yeah, last time I checked on it, Orimi was first, but then... Yeah, the order is very different. So... Yeah, this is just random. Every time you open it, it's going to be different. So, yeah, so whichever position you are in does not matter. But considering... because I know that Water Bunny does not write much in chat. But he says that he often lurks. Hello, Water Bunny, if you're lurking at this moment. Do I think this is purely based on watch time? Well, and Liquid Panda has been here watching quite a lot. But then he disappeared due to lack of internet. But he still managed to be... And why is he just top 8? Normally he should be top 9. I don't have a 9th person to watch me. Oh. Something tells me we're going to see, like... I could see Moody Tail, who has been more active now. But... it is tricky with time zone difference and stuff. Moving on. This would be the collaborations. So you have the new function where you can combine, like you do in combine chat and collab with functions on directly on Twitch that I've not used. I've only done one collaboration with 2 others last year, but since then I've not done any. 0 collabs this year. Don't really have internet to support that. But I have received 179 raids. That's like a raid every other day or something. Hello, Shenselina. Writing to me. That was a notification that I'm streaming. Wow. And this is terrible, the design, because they're using white text on a yellow background. But we can highlight it. Oh. And then you can read what it says. Trisafan, Pixune, and Go Get Greg has been the most active raiding this year. 12, 10, and 9 raids. And they have been raiding a lot, and I really appreciate that. I guess none of them are here. I think Pixon and Go Get Greg are both currently streaming though. And Trisban might also be streaming right now. Which, like, would explain why they have been raiding me so much, because they start before I do, and then they finish while I'm streaming, and then they raid in, and then I finish streaming, but they're not streaming, so I can't raid them. I got a few opportunities. I made 285 raids, but that makes me curious because I have been I've been streaming 283 days, but done 285 raids, and that's because, and I know where the 2 extra comes from. One time, I was part of the a very early morning raid train, and then I raided out, and then I did my regular streaming that day, which I again raided out, but that counts as 1 day of streaming, but 2 raids. The other situation was when I raided out, and then I got raided So I raided again to with all the new people. So that explains the 2 extra raids. And well, everyone has been along here. Doesn't so this, I was going to say you might not been able to join all these raids, but or Rimian certainly have, but but I have, of course. And Lollandy has been a raid target most of the time. That's 43, and this covers 52 weeks of streaming. 43 of the 52 weeks I've been raiding Lollandy. That is crazy. And I'm actually 2nd place on the people raiding Lolly. Teal Emil, I think, is 1st place, who has raided Lolly more than I do. Not too much more, I think. Or it was significantly more. However, we're probably going to see a change in that number because I've been raiding Lolly while she's been playing Spyro and Crash, but she's soon done with, when she's done with Spyro and she wants to play those other games. And soon done with Crash. So I'm probably not going to raid every week. I'm still going to raid Lolly. But as you can see, I mean, I'm raiding Lolly like at least 3 times more than Saggy. But Saggy, I've also raided every Sunday because she's been playing Spyro. That's probably all the 17 raids actually. I can't read 13 raids. How about Luna? I've raided not because she's been playing Spyro Sagas. I guess I've or Crash. So I guess I've raided Saggy a normal amount. So I guess expect like a third as much Lolly raids in the future. I mean, I really enjoy watching Lolly. I mean, I wouldn't make the rain if it wasn't because it was fun, right? And this will be clips. So during this period, 35 clips has been made, and 5 different people has made clips. I appreciate all the clips everyone has done. It's been fun to see, and I still have clips to make. And this clip has been the most viewed clip of all the clips. Clips. So what if we pause the music and play the clip? And it didn't play the clip. There we go. E. This is the E place. You're not allowed to E. E. Not allowed to E. I'm E-ing a lot there. I'm sorry for breaking the E law. There we go. That was a clip. I hope everyone enjoyed it. It's back with the music. Oh, Pumpa is streaming. Wow. And also the shortest title of all the clips I have. Just E. There it was. I hope you enjoyed that clip. 705 new followers. That's crazy. Because and now because where do you have that? Where do I have? Okay, log in. Because I do have stats for this stuff. Okay, here we go. This website shows the number of followers you have. Not sure why this goes back every time you switch. And I've been streaming, and there's a slight gap here. I mean, it should be like a gap every week, actually, if you zoom in close enough. Huh, apparently not. Interesting. I've been quite consistent with my streaming. It's gap there. Wait, how can this be true? I mean, certainly it can check the... I mean... Why is it so... Huh. I really thought it was going to be a bunch of gaps, because, you know... I don't stream every day. Huh. Okay, it actually doesn't show... Oh, they changed it. Because it wasn't like this before. Makes more sense for followers. They still have a gap here, though. So they seem to, like... If you skipped one day, they still draw the full line. There's a recent change. But yeah. Anyway. Right, Minus, you got the coconut. Hello, Kate. Nibbles the bun bun. You got a hamburger. That's a rare one. So, and... So I assume... this one, it was from the 6th to the 2nd. So when this period of checking started, I had 333 followers. Kind of funny number. And but I gained an additional 705. Wait, does that work out? Oh yeah. And then I've lost a bunch of followers, but it doesn't take that into consideration. I got 705 new followers. I mean, we can't figure out how many losses that is. I gained 705 followers and I lost 162 followers. 126 followers. Kind of a lot, actually. It's okay. I'm not for everyone. 63, there we go, how should I say? New subscribers. I'm like, what do they mean with new subscribers? Like 63? Doesn't sound right because it says new subscribers. It's just new months. But we can look through these Twitch stats. You know, there's 3 hype trains. I don't get many hype trains, but 3 of them. That's pretty cool. Every hype train gives you new hype train emotes because that's what counts. And oh, they've changed this too. Before they actually wrote out the full number. Now they abbreviated it. Yes, as seen yesterday they wrote out the full number. Now they've abbreviated it. The amount of points spent is almost 2 million. It's a bit less. Can I check what the actual value is? No, it just says 2 million. Oh well. There's no secret value. It's like 1,900,000 something. That's a lot of points. And that was that. And I summarized everything that I've been... it says clipped and rated artist. The clip arena. I don't have... I barely have any clips. Like 35 wasn't really much compared to some other people who get a lot of clips. It's still plenty of clips, I do not deny that. But I don't feel like people typically clip me, which is fine. I don't have to. We're more focused on saving quotes, if you say for anything. And that's triple thumbs up. And it is basically the same information summed up. But they're using, and this is a picture so you can copy it. But they're using the number of streams instead of stream days, which is the problem. So this is, and also top 10 on all of these. They didn't say top 10 of these up there. The stats is inconsistent. Like, no, it did. Okay, it says that on all of them. Neat. Anyway, how about we go and check what I've done as a watcher on Twitch? This is no longer about you, it's about me. It was kind of about me before, but whatever. So the top part is the same thing, and then we go 1,863 hours have I been spent on I mean, it is not active watch hours. And we can calculate how many days of constant watching that is. It's 77.5 days constant watching. I've been watching Twitch more than I've been streaming myself. That's crazy. 352 days have I been visiting Twitch. Out of 363 days. I skipped out on 11 days. I wonder what I did those 11 days. I've been watching a lot of art and just chatting, which doesn't surprise me. Because that's a thing that a lot of people do. Doesn't matter, like, if they're playing, as we see Spyro here, they will play a specific version of Spyro in Crash. This is likely from watching only the but and also actually I'm not a streamer too. But if it's art, it doesn't matter what kind of art it is, it all goes into this. And chatting is also kind of like the same. If they separated art into like traditional art, crafting, digital art, 3D modeling, and subcategory, you can still watch art in general if you want, but then you can narrow it down if you want to. Then this probably might not be as high, although I do watch a lot of digital art, so probably wouldn't change actually. It probably would be really high. Now that I think about how much non-digital art do I watch. And here are the people, the 5 people I have watched based on watch time, watched the most. And it's kind of funny how I watched each of these people, except one of them, about the same amount. So that is watched hours, the upper one, and the number of chat messages on the lower one. So yeah, it's how many times more is that? It's always three times more, not 4 times, but always 3 times more time spent watching the Lonely Dude and Miss Kid Core. And become and also sent the most messages is on Lolly's channel. Second most is probably Water Bunny, and so I sent almost 5, not a little bit less than 5 times more messages on Lolly's stream. But here's the problem. I've earned 116,000 points, but spent almost 125,000 points. That is not good. I'm losing. I'm going back. I lost a bunch of points. I was surprised I've been able to spend almost 125,000. Skylord, Zoe for short. I see your first name, and then right, it's Zoe. Melon. You have a melon. You can always check your collection with exclamation point F. I need to do something. Hello, very cute bunny. Thank you. I like to be a very cute bunny. You can change my outfit if you want me to be even cuter. I think the bikini will make me very cute. Or magical girl will make me very cute, actually. I would say those two would make me the cutest. Cheerleader and maid are kind of cute too. And swimsuit. But magical girl is probably the cutest. Kind of forgot I had that. I am surprised that the cheering... The reason why my emotes are the top 2 to 5 is, of course, I have infinite access to those emotes, but to have access to Lolly's emotes, well, I need a subscription. So I'm surprised that that one is actually the top one. Unless it's random, who knows. I could open it again. And then scroll down. Why does it reload them? Not really sure. But yeah, it's the same order on those two. So it doesn't matter. I mean, so the order is probably matters. That's actually what I want to say. So that's interesting. If it was like fifth one, it would make more sense, but okay. Here it doesn't tell me any emotes usage or channel points spent, which is a shame because that would be really interesting to see. But that does mean that I actually keep track of these numbers. Unless they put them in the trash after the end of the year. I really do hope they do keep those numbers. Yeah. Nothing else interesting here, I guess. Sunny, I started watching quite recently, I would say. And Water Bunny was someone I knew like from last year. Kid Cora got to get to know better at the start of the year, I think. I've sent 36,540 messages. Is that? That's crazy. How many did I receive? I just compare those two. 94,300. Okay. So I received less than 3. So I've received less than 3 times as many as I've sent. That makes sense. Because you're a lot of people. For some reason this one appears in very low quality and no, I don't get it. But no problem, we can increase the quality of it. There we go. I got the code. I got the tunes. And the emotes that appear on my... No, these are not the emotes that appear on my stream. These are the emotes that I've used. And I've used the bouncy one a lot because, yeah, I've joined in on Orimion on using that as the raid message, so it makes sense. And then hype is always nice to cheer on, and giggling. I do giggle a lot myself, so maybe I shouldn't call out everyone else for giggling so much. This is basically, instead of like, this is almost the same one. And I am surprised how high up this one is, because it's a fairly recent one. I don't have much excuse to use it, only when there's some kind of trans mentions I use it. So I'm surprised it's so high. And then lolly hype. Look, their sync uses are almost a slightly different speed. Just slightly. I should tweak it so it's the same speed. But yeah, I've used it a lot. I must have spammed it because when it comes to these numbers, this isn't the amount of messages that contains at least one of these. This is the each individual usage of these, and I should have hydrated. I forgot about that. So if you make one message with like 20 of emotes, it will count 20 times. And I was assigned to like as the artist of this year. and that's because I write myself as the artist on my own emotes, and I guess I made 19 emotes this year because I'm pretty sure I've not made an emote for anyone else. And I don't think it should count. I mean, it's my own. But I'm just doing it just so if someone were to look at an emote, you can see like, oh, Funpon was the one who made it. I know most people don't add themselves. But if I check a random emote, like here we got Sagi's emote. I guess I have to send it then. Okay, I send this emote. It doesn't say who made it. Did Sagi make it? Did another artist make it that does not have a Twitch account and therefore cannot be attributed making it? I do not know. But yeah, most people don't like to put themselves as the artist. But if you do post one, if you check one of my emotes, it would say artist is Bonbon because I don't. Yeah, I don't see the problem with it. Anyway, let's continue. My emotes has been used, and now this thing is almost covering the number 11,808 times. Is it with my own usage or not? And is it specifically the ones on my channel or the ones assigned to me? I guess I could get that answer from whatever number Lonely Deer had, because she went to her numbers. She had one emote because she doesn't assign her own, like most don't. So I don't know whatever that number was. Hype trains I've been contributing to 3, and there's a reason for that. Because you get, as your very first bit purchase on Twitch. Hello, Sweaty Socks. Some cherries. First time you buy bits, you get 300 for like half the price or something. So you basically barely pay Twitch anything for those bits. And most of the money you spend is going directly to the other streamers. But you only get to do that once. And because you get 300, and you have to contribute with at least 100 for a hype train to get an emote, I contributed with exactly 100 bits in 3 separate hype trains. And that's the maximum amount of hype trains you can contribute to and getting an emote for the 300 you get for the cheapest price. And that's it. And it says that I don't know what a message is, but chatty. Yeah, I'm kind of chatty. Artist. As a watcher, I'm an artist, but I guess I've watched a lot of art. But that doesn't make me an artist. No, it says. It doesn't say artist, it says for the art. I can't read, apparently. Yeah, so I'm chatting and watching art is basically saying. And yeah, I got the... it's actually square. And then a summary picture of everything. And that's it. And there's another website that shows my... Can I set this to a specific... Oh, I can't see what the other side says because it's written outside. So the only way I can do it is like doing that. And that's a bit silly, isn't it? Especially when it's going to reset anyway. What is the gap here? No data? Why? Why specifically this day of all the days? There's a gap there. But yeah, here's my follower numbers. When because this was here was my I was kind of vacant here, but then I got back. So I understand that the viewer number here is no follower number is where it's stable. It even goes down slightly. But then I got back, and yeah, it must really hurt my visibility on Twitch because it barely moves up. Sometimes there's a slight increase. Like, yeah, like here it increases like 1 and another 1. And then a sudden jump by 8. And then it drops down by 1. Until this point, and then it just suddenly jumps up again. But it kind of has a nice tempo upwards. Until here. For some reason here, I don't remember, did I do... No, I'm pretty sure I did the event at the end of the month. This is the start of the month. And then there's the steady growth. Yeah, exactly. It resets the... my time streaming. Don't mind those. Yeah, it was these days that I was streaming for so long and doing art. Like I was kind of consistently doing 3 hours here, and then was this spike here, and then I went crazy here. 1 hour streaming, yeah. Hi, oh, it's going. Hello, kids. It's fine. Oh, it's going to play ads. Average viewership. And there we go. That's ads. Right back. And here we go. That was 1 minute spent. So got a bunch of messages. Ah, it must be on Discord. Someone send me a message. 1 minute left. Well, I've been streaming for 61 minutes so far, and Orimin was supposed to do 1 per minute, so Orimin better pick an emote and use it for 793 times now. Let's go back. Average viewership. Beautiful. Yeah, this spike is outside that range because that was on the 4th. So this is the range. Is actually a bit more down here. But yeah. As I said, I do also have the stats regarding that's to the same range. And then we see like how did people find me on Tweet? How did people find me and watched me? Which was through a direct link or other stuff. Which makes most sense. Which I assume is like through Twitch itself. But there are a few people actually find me on Google, Discord, which probably is the link through Discord. That wasn't Discord. Barely anyone uses that. YouTube. That must be kind of like, because I do have a lot of VODs on my YouTube with links there. If they manage to go from YouTube and finding my Twitch stream, they must have clicked on the link while I was streaming. So that's quite a coincidence. What do you mean you sponsor for the warm hugs feeling sweet as enjoy? Thank you. What do you mean? You're so far behind on the emote usage, by the way. You have to pick an emote. You're supposed to post 13 of them every minute. It's been 63 minutes now. Is that one you pick? Well, it makes sense because you also use it during messages. I assume it's global usage and not mice chat usage. Wait, it was the emotes you have used, right? So when I said that you have used the hype emotes 89% of my stream, that's not actually true. Because you do use hype emote on other streams too, just you don't watch other streams as much as I've understood. Well, that's a bunch of them. Now we just have to post like 700 more. Twitter, multitwitch.tv, Bing. Apparently people are finding me on Bing in Yahoo and Horaro and Chess and Messenger and MSN. I mean, Inkbun and email don't make sense, but chess.com. Well, thank you for managing to find my stream on chess.com. Whoever you people are, I appreciate that you decide to show up. Yeah, probably global. Just say so many times I've used them. Yeah, that must be global. Because it would be very weird if it was like, yeah, well, this is amount of time you use these emotes on the owner's channel. That was so weird if they had that. Don't say where. Boom, 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 boom. But most watches is through followers, through other channel pages. Is that like they go to a... These are the exact numbers. So can I see? Yeah. So these are like... Okay, how many chess? 1, of course. Horaro, 2, Yahoo, 3, Bing, 4. Well, see, 4 people have found me through Bing and then started watching. That's cool. So other channels, so like you can have other streamers, suggested streamers on your stream page, which I do have. I guess a third of the viewers I get are from that. %, or a tenth of viewers comes from specifically categories. Like most people that watch gone through art, but then I have Euro Truck Simulator and Celeste this one. It says viewers. I assume those are the ones that actually chose to watch me in 69 days. And then it says impressions, which I guess is how many times I've shown up, but they have or have not chose to actually click on me, because that would include these numbers as well. But most do not choose to watch me. I mean, if you get 10 people, you can only really pick one. So 9 of those people will get an impression, but not a view. Other bunch. And then we go. These are recommendations. And I have actually been recommended as an currently broadcasting channel to a lot of people. But then I've also been recommended as playing a platforming game, as well as being a VTuber. And see, Twitch is classifying me as a VTuber. I am a VTuber. Someone said that PNGTuber does not count as a VTuber. Like, well, it does. Other recommendations, not sure why other is not here. Search. Throughout this period, 374 people have decided to search for Pun Pun. Notifications on the page. So whenever someone goes live, you get a notification in the corner if you use the web version. And that's been like 19 times over the course of 1 year. And notifications through email, which you also can choose, which is the kind of... Since email to me is quite a slow mode of transportation. Because you can still get an email and you can get a notification and then you can react to it immediately. But still, for something active like live stream, do you really want your email box to be filled up by that? 8 people, makes sense. My own channel page, 1. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, here's the actual stuff. I don't know really where Corrizando in Espanol comes from. I'm not sure if I used those. Pro Trash Panda? What? I do not remember having those. It would be like, why would I write Conversando? Why would I write Espanol? I have no intention to. Why would I write Pro Trash Panda? Has it been like people search for these tags and I've come up for some weird reason and they chose to watch me despite I don't even use those tags? And I guess this is breakdown of the channels they have reached me from. Is there a person named Search? And live notifications, basically just... Oh, you can mute all of them if you do that. Oh, now it's changed the range. There we go. What has been the most favorite? That's not even a correct range. Yes, it's 363 days. The one message that that really made people the most exciting was driving goods across Europe. Wasn't even a good message. Anyway, I'm not behind. You started early. Scheduled start is now. Oh yeah, I see. I wonder if I should use the bouncy mode after each message. I guess. Other popular ones was I'll play Remnant Still today, Smiley Face, and Jack and Dexter, the precursor legacy. And then the rest wasn't as popular. Wait. Why does it change? I don't think it's sorted correctly. What's going on here? Okay, apparently Twitch can't sort it properly. Okay, the two with the most engagement is driving across Europe, and Ponpon starting up Crash Nitro Kart for the first time. Heart starting soon. Why that message? And then in the third place, which is a lot of them, Ponpon will try to come up with something to draw. That doesn't even sound like an exciting message. Oops. Okay, I could see why some people would be excited. Well, what do you mean by oops? Joining Ponpon's first subathon, day 4. Why specifically day 4, but okay. Crash 4 with Ponpon mod. I think I played Crash 4 with Ponpon mod on the second day as well, so it wasn't later than first. Ponpon solved the special stage of Quantum Conundrum, starting soon. Ponpon trying a popular game you might know, Portal, starting soon. Ponpon, the people want to see more lunistis, then I'll give you more of his lunistis. Starting soon. I did put starting soon at the end of my messages. Then I stopped doing that. And finally, Ponpon, the Legend of Spire, Dawn of the Dragon, Nintendo DS 2008, starting soon. It is weird how some of these are like some like oops I get. Or like trying out a popular game you might know. But then like this. But apparently I did write, which is 6 engagements, which is very little. Ponpon is drawing fanboys. I got some attention. But I only have 5. Anyway. But yeah, the butty emotes is probably the one you're going to use the most. It's gonna be a lot of stream messages. Nostalgic. Yeah, I mean there is over the course of streams. That's why I'm only checking the most popular ones. What is nostalgic? And finally, here are the countries that are watching me. I wonder why United States is so high at least. I mean, aside from a lot of active usage from there, but it could be also another reason. But does it give exact numbers? Oh my. I mean, that's just almost 17,000. Okay, in that case, I mean, one person could at most contribute with like, what was it, like 500? And that's not much. I mean, through yeah, I mean, you would assume a lot of English-speaking countries would show up. United States, United Kingdom, Canada, amongst sense, Russia. Does Russia like have that much active users? Considering the whole situation. Australia, Germany, Finland, Poland, Malaysia, Italy, Ireland, Sweden, Brazil, France, Netherlands, Dacia. I see Poland. Yep. I've had who are the people watching from Poland? It's Liquid Panda, who has not been watching for a while. Who was it? I don't remember. I'm sorry for not remembering you. Wait. Why do I get so many viewers from new watchers rather than from recurring watchers? About half web, half Android. Okay, it's like 2/5 web, 2/5 Android, 1/5 iOS, and then like tiny amounts from unsupported platforms. You can use them to watch, but you don't get a good experience. I can't think of the name. I'm on Android, yeah. Where's the is it just these 60 seconds? 60 seconds. Okay, this is the amount of the individual people who has been chatting each day. This is the amount of followers I've received each stream. Well, I mean, stream ending. Here's now the subscribers I get. Look at this spike here. 17 subscribers gifts. That's what my Sabaton. Money. Thanks a number of watches. I'm still like 88, 95, which is my record. Well, it was my record. 94. I still get these spikes. 85. It's kind of epic. I don't guess there's anything more interesting. This doesn't really do anything because it's just showing whatever's category currently active. E has like twice as many views, almost one from twice as many from I'm Not Here to Serve You, which is a good clip. Should we? You know what? Let's watch the. We'll watch that one, but I guess we'll watch this one again. Let's watch the top 5 clips of this period. Since we got a bunch of new people, so let's pause the music and should we do a count up to the best one? So this one is the oldest. Wait. Wait, I wasn't prepared. Let's hide Pon so you can see the original Pon. Not sure why the picture is so dark. So anyway, the 5th most viewed clip on Twitch, and I will be quiet during count up during the viewing. I've got plenty of extra life this time. Okay, one try for this. There we go. Hey, wait a minute. Oh well, I guess I'm not getting it anyway. There we go. That was that clip. I'm not sure why it's so popular. It's not even a good clip. I mean, it's fine, but better clips. Like the 4th most watched clip. You don't carry this stench of sinners beasts. I almost read that as something else. See, that was a much better clip. That was an awkward moment. Yeah, count up. Okay, let's go to the 3rd most watched one. Not having to. Isn't it just... Oh. Hey. Ah, no. Imagine if that worked. Well, I was just kidding. Imagine if that worked, and then it worked. I did say that kinda hard to hear you. In memory level. Sometimes I do speak not clearly. But yeah, it did work. So, and the second most viewed clip. No! Fetch me some more meat if you just understand it. I'm not here. I tried to. I'll refund you on that one. I'll refund all of you. I said I was going to hide myself while I'm watching the clips. You can't, like, invisible button. Exactly. I said, I'm not like this. I'm going to show you fun in chat. But okay, you can't really see the chat because there's another chat on top of the chat. You're so silly. Anyway, let's replay this clip and pretend like nothing happened. Fetch me some more meat if you just understand it. I'm not here to serve you. The village of Kogam is under attack, sir. And I've heard that you're going to lead the attack, and I'm going to serve on your side. Okay, I'm here to serve you, but not food. There you go. Wasn't here when you said you'd hide. Oh well. That's what you... That's what you... Oh well. It happens. Cannot message disappear second points. Anyway, let's watch the most viewed for some reason. E. This is the E place. You're not allowed to E. E. Not allowed to E. I'm eating a lot there. I'm sorry for breaking the E law. There we go. Now I'm back. So that was the top 5 clips throughout this period. I mean, obviously there are more clips, but you can go and watch those yourself. Thank you for the head pat. I tried to refund everything. I did refund the... So, yeah. I guess the current milestone... or milepole... if it translates... translated literally... is to get a partner, but I'm so far away from it. You need to stream at least... So it's after the last 30 days. So you need to stream 25 hours. I streamed 130 hours. You need to stream at least 12 of the days. And then 26 of the 30 days. And then you need an average of 75 viewers. And I got like 7.5. So... yeah, I'm far away from that. You're not going to get that in a long while. And with that's 10 viewers currently, so just need 65 more. No, I don't. It's okay. I guess it was everything. So I guess there's nothing else to I don't know what else you would like to see. Music. Time I spent streaming. Where did I do the music? There is the music. But yeah, this was the thing I was going to check, and then I was going to play the game. By the way, why did I manage to get the recap for 2013? Well, I guess it doesn't work. So yeah, as we can see here, why all the emotes? I don't know, I just felt like it. This year I got 1,259 hours. Last year I got 4,000. So yeah, there's been a slight reduce in watch time. I've noticed it. No, it doesn't. It only says total number of streams 208. Which I assume it's this one, but that's more accurate. But at this time it didn't crash a bunch, so 61 created clips compared to now it was 25. 64 watches as the record. That's at least higher, because this record is 95. So that's went up. This is another sum, like 45,000 messages, 94. So that's up. That's increased. Last year there was art, then return fire, which, yeah, I did spend a long time playing that game. And then Crash, I did play it quite a bit, but I don't think I spent that much time playing it, did I? Free Road Chance, I did spend a long time playing that game too. And the top 3 tags, English, Swedish, PNG, tuber. Such point. Why is the middle one not animated? And yeah, as usually, for some reason they have so low quality emotes. $6,500, over 4,600. Such a difference in amount. And this was the before you get too cocky. I am the cockiest cock. And that year, which was the first year I got affiliate, achieved 11 goals. Is that like, I don't know, 5 achievements, which aren't things people see. 1,182,000, that's not how you say. 1,182,713 channel points spent. And now we reached 1,900 something channel points. It's almost doubled the point usage. This one says 405 followers. Which, yeah, I got 405 followers, but then I lost like 70 of them. 72. New subscriptions and gift subscriptions and hype trains. Really, 2 hype trains. Interesting. 166 raids sent out, which should probably reflect how many streams I actually did, which is 166. I didn't raid out on every single stream. 2 hype trains. Isn't that hype? 130 shoutouts using the Twitch function, which I basically get 1 every time someone, like, no, not really. No, a lot of people don't use it when you raid out. But some do use it at random points when I show up in a chat. Some people like to use it. I don't use it because I can't afford it. And here are the most active users since in 2023, which I do find interesting. Razor Edge 2 is on the list since he is not active much. He has shown up a few streams, but he hasn't watched much, and it's fine. I'm just surprised he will actually show up there. But yeah, we got the old people like Papakanis and Red Mickey. Papakanis still shows up, but like not as much as in the past, apparently, according to these numbers. Red Mickey haven't shown up much. Wolverine, I don't know. Wolverine 3. Later Taser, Astral Navi. Names I recognize, but haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they're having a good time. Can see what I did as a watcher as well. Oh yeah, it's watched 3,000 hours. How much did I watch now? 2,000. So I dropped 1,000 watch hours. And I've been there 261 days, which makes sense. I wasn't there like the first 3 months. Watched Art, Spire Dragon, Spire 2, Spire 3. Music. I did watch a lot of music. Emotes I did use. Cheerleader the most. There's a more even spread. 1,080, 836, 723, 432, 140. Wait, why is this one? No, I can't count. No, this one's lower. 65,000 messages. Wait, how many did I send? 36. Why did I check? I was only twice as many messages. I was really chatty at that time. 3,000 messages moderator. 7 moderators actions taken and 1 moderated channel. So I do not moderate 1 channel. At that time I moderated 3 channels. But since I has not been too active in those 2 channels, and for this year it didn't even bring up the moderator stuff. It has a section for that, but it didn't include it for me. So this would be everything it counts towards this single channel I moderate, which would be Lollydew stream. I mean, that's how famous I am. I've been a moderator for Lolly stream, and I did help out a bunch because there was a lot of basically most of my actions, which probably was these 7 actions, has been letting through messages that should be let through. 20 emotes that was assigned to me, and 26,000 times to me used. But yeah, I made top Twitcher. I don't know what that's towards me. I'm definitely not in the top. Category master, not sure what I mean by that. And majestic moderator. Yeah, here we go. Here's the channels I'm watching. Okay, I'm going to play the ads and then I'm going to play the game. So I'm going to play 3 minutes of ads now. Hello, Puerto Rico. So Lollydew has been the top 1 that year and the top 1 this year as well. Wait. Where is that section? Oh, there it is. 203 hours. Up to 44 hours. Almost 4,000 messages sent, almost over 7,000 messages sent. Earned 95,000, earned 116,000, which makes sense, I watched more. Spent 28,000, spent 125,000. But let's see the emotes. So yeah, this was the Lolly hype, then was my cheer, hype, giggle, and bounce. Last year, my own cheer, and then Lolly's hype, then my hype, giggle, and heart. Or is this love actually? I don't remember my own. Cash Green Mastered, well that always means Crash Aspire Kit. Yeah. That's what... I guess it's watched a lot of different... categories or something. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if the game... Should I try swapping it out for faster CPU in the computer? I tried the fast one before. Let's... I did... Let's see if it can run it stable. Then I watched the 420 Benny, which I do find interesting because it does consider me watching 129 hours and sent 5,291 messages, which is one of the channels I've been a moderator for and still am a moderator for, but it does not list that as a channel I've been moderating for. Unless that was the channel that I was moderating for here. Maybe this wasn't the Lollydew. No, it just says 3,000. I must not have been a moderator from the start. Although it kind of aligns with this number though. But I wasn't a moderator on Lolly's stream. Oh, that was kind of early actually. Because we agreed, like, we helped each other out with moderating stuff. And she did help out moderating stuff. And yeah, and then... Yeah, I've spent... So this year I spent more time watching Lolly but less time on everyone else. Last time I spent less time watching Lolly but more time watching everyone else. And also, so many more messages sent. I was sending messages like crazy. Ants should be over. We think you will like this clip. I didn't make this clip. I have nothing to do with this clip. I wasn't here when this clip was made. Not sure why they would even recommend that clip.